Hello everyone, welcome back to Sew with Adeshola. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful blouse with an extended peplum. If this interests you, let's get right into it. For this tutorial, I'll be making use of these 2 yards of crepe fabric and my pattern paper. You can decide to use other fabrics of your choice, be it Ankara or any other one of your choice. The first thing I went to do is to rule out my start line and also rule out my zipper allowance because we are cutting both the front and back on the same pattern paper, and the zipper allowance is 1.5 inch. So the next thing you want to do is to mark out your back measurement, your shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 for me, and from that point you want to add 8 inches for the sleeve. Now once you are done with that, the next thing is for us to mark our neck width and neck depth. I'm using 3 inches for the neck width and 1 inches for the neck depth of the back and 3 inches for the neck depth of the front. I hope you understand. We are cutting both the front and the back together. You know that. So we just want to connect it just like that into the neck width. Then I will extend the back neck into the zipper allowance just like that. Okay, now the next thing is for us to come down by 1 inch from that 8 inches point for our sleeve. Then you want to connect it to your neck just like that, and after which we're going to take our horizontal measurement. I'm going to take my bust point, which is 10 inches at that point. Then I will come down to the waistline, which is 17 inches. Okay, so I'm going to extend this into a line just like this. So go ahead and also do the same thing. Now the next thing we're going to do is to measure what we have on our shoulder there. I have 15.5, and I'm also going to mark 15.5 on my bust point just like that. Then I'm going to connect it together to give me my sleeve. Okay, now that is going to be our sleeve opening, and after which I am going to go in by 4 inches from that point so that I can have my sleeve effect. For you, you can also decide to mark out your round bust measurement and add 1 inch to it, so that is totally fine. Then you want to come to your waistline and impute your round waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for the dart allowance. Okay, then you want to connect together just like this. So here I'm just using my free hand to make a curve so that I don't have a pointed edge right there, and I'll be making use of my French curve to make a curve just like that. That's just all on that for the front piece. And for the back, I'm going to extend my line into the zipper allowance like that, and I took ½ inch for my zipper bulge to eliminate the zipper bulge just like that. So the next thing you want to also do is to remove ½ inch at that point as well. When you do this, this is going to totally eliminate any form of zipper bulge. Okay, just go ahead and do that as well. Then the next thing we're going to do is to cut out all this part we would not be needing. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors now and just go ahead and cut. And while cutting, remember to cut the back neckline first. We are going to cut the back neckline because we are still going to use this to cut out the front. Okay, and this is what I had. I went ahead to add ½ inch all around it just like that, at the down part, the waist, and every other side. I went ahead to add ½ inch. So we are going to fold in the zipper allowance part just like this. Just look at what I'll be doing. I'm going to just fold that part in and then go ahead to cut out the neckline for the front because we are going to use this paper to cut out the front piece now. So I'm just going to cut out that neckline and then place it and use it to cut out my fabric. And after I was done, this is what I had. You can see I went ahead to also add ½ inch all around just like I did for the back. Now the next thing we are going to do is to cut that part open. The front has an opening, so I'm going to mark 4 inches down, and because I do not have my chalk right there, so I'm going to just use my finger to hold it at that particular point, at that 4 inches. So I'm just going to place my tape rule and hold it right there, then use my scissors to cut it out at that 4 inches just like that. So that's the opening. Now the next thing we're going to do is to cut out our interface for both the front and the back. So here I have this fabric that is folded into 2. Then I'm just going to place my fabric on it, that center fold. I'm just going to place it on it, and ensure that your fabric is long enough to cover that point where you opened. Okay, that 4 inches part, you want to make sure that your interface is long enough, okay, so that when we also cut it open, we still have excess to hold it in place. Okay, just look at what I am trying to explain right there. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out to my desired shape. You can use any other shape of your choice. This is an interface. Okay, now we are done with that, and also I have gone ahead to also do the same thing for the back. Now this is how you're going to place it on your fabric. Open up your front piece and then place it right side facing each other. Then you want to go ahead and stitch with 1/2 inch all the way. You can see the opening. You will just want to stitch with 1/2 inch all the way around it like that. And for the back piece as well, I've gone ahead to cut out the interface for that as well. So I'm just going to place it on each other, right side facing each other, and I'm going to join with 1/2 inch. And after I was done, this is what I have. You can see the neckline looking so pretty, and I went ahead to also take my dart as well. Now the next thing we're going to do is to place both the front and the back pieces together and join at the shoulder. I also went ahead to take my dart for the back piece. So you want to place it together at the shoulder like that, and use your interface to cover each other, the front and the back piece interface. Cover it with each other, and then you want to stitch all the way down with 1/2 inch. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say right there. Open up your interface together and then use it to cover one another, and then you want to stitch down just like that. Okay, then I will proceed to also hem my sleeve. Then I will join both the front and the back piece together at the side using my allowance. And after I was done, this is what I have. You can see that's how it looks on the outside, and this is what it's looking like on the inside. Okay, now the next thing is for us to fix or attach our extended peplum, and to do this I'm going to fold my fabric into two like that and notch the mid point, the middle, just like that. Okay, now I have gone ahead to cut out these pieces of fabric. This particular one is on fold, it is on fold, and I have about 31 inches right there. I have 31 inches because I'm still going to fold the side, and I have 9.5 inches like that. So to know the length of your extended peplum, you want to remove your half length from your total blouse length. You know I have 17 inches as my half length. I'm removing that from 25 inches, which is my full blouse length. So I'm left with 8 inches. Then I added 1.5 inch to it for folding and joining allowance. I hope you understand that part. So that's just how to go about your own as well. And for the back piece, you can see it is not on fold, but we have two pieces right there, which is also the same measurement with what we have for the front. I'm just going to notch the midpoint of the extended peplum for the front as well. Now I'm just going to take my upper part like this, open it up, and then at that notched area you want to also place the notched area of your peplum on it, right side facing each other. You know we had marked out the midpoint for the peplum and also the normal blouse, so you want to place it on each other. Stitch to that point where you joined both your back and front piece together. Okay, you just want to stitch it all the way down to that point. Just leave about 0.5 inch at that point. Okay, where you joined both your back and front piece together, just measure 0.5 inch and leave it. Okay, now just look at the way I want to join the back. You also want to place it right there and join it, and then leave 0.5 inch far away from where we joined both our front and back pieces together. I hope that's clear. And after I was done, you can see this is what I have. This is what I have. You can see that space I asked you to leave, that is it just right there. So that is going to give us like 1 inch right there, 0.5 from the back, 0.5 from the front, and you can see we have that space right there. Now you want to close it up, just close it like that using the extended peplum. You just want to close it like that, and then we are going to hem our extended peplum on all sides. You want to hem the base, the sides, and the point where we joined it to our normal top, okay, to the upper part of our top. I hope you understand. Just close it up like that. That's excess space. Just close it up, and then hem the sides. You want to hem the four sides just like that. As you can see, that's what I'm trying to explain right there. You want to hem the base, the sides as well. Then I'll go ahead and also fix my zipper to it, and after I am done, I'm going to bring to us the final look. And this is what I had after I was done. You can see I had gone ahead to hem that part. So when I drop it down, this is what it's going to look like. And that brings us to the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching up until this moment. If you are yet to subscribe, make sure you do like, comment, and share. Bye.